Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're doing my week 5 NFL predictions, but of course what we do is check how we did the week before, guys, and yeah. Alright, so here's all the teams that I picked last week, and we went 11-5, which is better than what we did last week, and yeah. Alright guys, so we went 11-5 this week, not bad at all. We did pretty good. Alright, let's move on to week 5. Alright guys, for the first matchup, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans. The Bills just got blown out, and they say it's a week-to-week league. It really is sometimes. It just got dominated, honestly. Like, the offense couldn't do anything. The defense was getting gassed by the Ravens offense. Derrick Henry ran over them. I mean, when Lamar and Henry are on, how's anyone going to stop that team? But I don't know. It's just the offense couldn't do anything either. But yeah, let's move on. The Texans, close win, barely squeaked it out against the Jags. They're kind of lucky they didn't, in my honest opinion, that they didn't face anyone better because, like, they had a lot of chances to put away. The Jags just blew that game. But yeah, they got a win against the Jags. And yeah, I mean, nothing more to say. They're at the top of the division. They're probably going to win it. In this one, it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't know how it's been. I'm going to pick the Texans since they're at home. 31-27. I think they're going to bounce back. The Bills are going to bounce back too, and it's going to be a good game. All right, next we got the Colts at the Jaguars. The Colts beat the Steelers. They dominated. I mean, they almost lost that game. Honestly, maybe not dominated. Dominated the first quarter, but after that, they almost let them win the game. But yeah, the Steelers messed up at the end. That miscommunication really, like, there was potential where they could have had a game-winning drive for the Steelers, but yeah, the Colts got the job done. They're now 2-2 on the season, shockingly in second place. It's like, wow. Maybe not shockingly, but wow. And technically, by these standards, I'm looking at this thing, they'd be in a wild card spot if the season ended, which is crazy. But next, we got the Jags, who a lot of people are saying the worst team in the league. I can't lie, they are. Dude, if you have any competent offense, you probably win that game. And, dude, it's so painful. Barely winning it. I don't know. But here's the thing. The Colts haven't beat the Jaguars in Duval since 2014. I mean, that's a streak that's been going on. Would this be 10 games then? They did it? Wow. This might be like 10 games. If they do it again. That's bad. Like 9 or 10 games in a row. So, like, I'm honestly, I'm not going to the better team. I'm just going by history, and I think it's going to continue here. History does repeat itself. I think Jacksonville was going to barely get on top, 23-20. All right, next match, we got the Ravens at the Bengals, a division rival matchup. The Ravens have finally had a dominant game. They looked amazing. If Derrick Henry and Lamar are like that, there's no way anyone's going to stop the Ravens. Like, that team looked like contender. And the defense looked amazing like it did last year. I mean, like, that's what a team, that's what a contender looks like. But it's just consistency. I don't expect them to be, like, that good consistently. Just be even, like, 3/4 of that, they'd be fine. But it's like, dude, what are they going to do and stuff? I mean, yeah, next we have the Bengals. The offense wasn't the issue. They probably have the better offenses in the league this year. They scored 30+ the last 2 weeks. It's just the defense couldn't really do anything. I mean, the defense finally did decent against the Panthers, and yeah, they won. I mean, they won easily and stuff against the Panthers. But here's the thing is that I'm worried about is how is this defense going to do against the Ravens? Like, this game could be bad. Like, this could... With the Bengals offense, though, that's the one reason. And they're at home, too. That's why I'm leaning towards the Bengals. I'm still trying to think who I want to pick here. But the Ravens, like, run game and, like, is dominant. If they play like they did last year, but it's a week league. And I honestly think that, like, they have not looked as convincing on offense. I think, I'm going to take the Bengals here just because they're at home. And their offense just put up 30. Take 27-23 in a close one. All right, next we got the Dolphins at the Patriots. The Dolphins, they're cooked. Without Tua, their team looks bad. Like, their offense looks bad. Their defense isn't that good. A lot of injuries and losing a lot of guys this offseason. It's like they're cooked. It's like, yeah, and that can't prove it. The Titans... It may have been close a little bit, but in the second half, the Titans just took the game away and were just like they didn't really have to do anything. Like, they did some things, but not too much. It's like, yeah, they're just running over them. It's just like, yeah, it's bad. I mean, unfortunate, man. Like, their year probably is done. Like, even if Tua comes back, I don't see this team winning another game. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, until Tua comes back, honestly. And next, the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, like, they kind of kept it a little close at some points, but everyone knew the 49ers were going to win. It was obvious. The 49ers are the better team. The Patriots are not a good football team. And this game is going to be very ugly. I think the Patriots do barely squeak it out, 13-10. All right, next we got the Raiders at the Broncos. The Raiders won. Yeah, I mean, they beat Cleveland, like, another close game. It's just, like I said, like, honestly, Cleveland has any offense, they probably lose. But, I mean, they'll take it. Davante Adams is requested a trade, and honestly, he's already been traded before I think my prediction's next week that he gets traded. I don't think he gets traded this week, maybe next week. I mean, you never know. He could get traded right now. He hasn't of this moment, but maybe after I make this video, he is. You never know. But, yeah, I'm going to talk about the Broncos. Their defense played a great game. The conditions weren't the best, but Bo Nix had negative passing yards in the first half. Dude, you can't have that to win games. This isn't sustainable. The week against the Buccaneers, that was a really good game. But this one was just kind of just, like, the Jets have any offense, you win. It's like, geez. And just some missed field goals by both teams. It's just like, I don't know. Sloppy football. Nothing good to say here. Denver's at home. I don't know who to pick. There's a lot of tough matchups that I think could go either way here. And honestly, here's the thing. I know I'm going to pick the Broncos here. Let me explain to you why. The Steelers, Jets, and Seahawks. I know the Seahawks didn't look the best, but they were dominating and stuff. Like, other than the game against the Lions for the Seahawks, with I guess the Steelers too against the Colts, but the Jets defenses look really well. Like, these are defenses that have been good and stuff, really good. Like, some of the better ones in the league, and I think they just, like, and the Raiders, I don't think have, like, one of the better defenses in the league, but I think the Broncos will barely get this out 16-13. Their defense was pretty good against Jets too. All right, next we're going to London. We got the New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings. The Jets, your defense did everything. If your offense does anything, you win this game easily. I just talked about this. It's like, dude, I don't know about Rodgers. I just think, like, he seems like around league average, which isn't bad, but he's getting older. It's not their fault that he tore his Achilles last year, but, yeah. It's just, he's not terrible. It's just he's kind of middle of the pack and inconsistent. He's 40 years old. What do you expect? Most QBs fall off, like, once they hit their mid-30s. So even him doing this good is kind of impressive, but, yeah. Defense is really good. Just the offense needs to get going. I mean, the conditions, I guess you could say that for both teams, but let's move on. The Vikings, dude, they look like the best team in football. Another win. They made it close, almost choked to the Packers, but they won. Yeah, I mean, Darnold looks like the real deal. It's week number 5, and I think this is where you got to start saying, is Darnold actually the QB of the future? Like, this could be a question. I don't think it's answered yet. I'm 50-50 because he could go back right down the floor. He's had 4 great weeks, but, like, if it's week 8 or 9, I think you could start saying, yeah. But, I mean, the Jets do have a good D, so this is going to be an interesting matchup for them. But I think the Vikings do take it out. It's like a neutral site game. I think it'll be 27-20. All right, next we got the Browns at the Commanders. The Browns, they lost this game, man. They blew it. The offense only did good in the first quarter. Then after that, if you have any offense in the second or through fourth quarter, you win that game. Like, any. They couldn't do anything after the first. Like, their defense did fine, but it's just their offense is nothing. And the O-line is injured to hell, but still. Like, they could not move the ball at all, but yeah, like, had multiple opportunities to go, and they blew it. Yeah. I mean, it's not a good look. Losing to the Raiders and Giants, who I honestly think are 2 bottom 5 teams in the league. Even though the Raiders are 2-2, in my opinion, I think they are. And the Giants, I don't know, but yeah. Let's move on here. The Commanders, wow. Jaden Daniels has changed that team a lot. I mean, the team looks amazing under him. Like, the offense looks good. The defense is looking better. They put up 42 against the Cardinals. They're looking great. They did better than I expected. I thought it'd be a shootout, but it wasn't. Like, jeez. Wow. Good stuff for the Commanders. I mean, Jaden Daniels looks like their guy, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to say. Like, good offense, dominating defense. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll have to see him play more, but as the season goes on, but see how they adjust and see if they can make adjustments too. Because, but yeah, I think he's gonna be good. And yeah, I'm taking the Commanders here. This one will be easy for them. 24-14. All right, next we got the Cowboys at the Steelers. The Cowboys played on Thursday night. Did not play the best game. I don't know. They just really didn't play that good. It's like against the Giants, they barely beat them, which is more saying about them than the Giants. The Giants are one of the worst teams in the league, in my opinion. I know they have a solid defense, but dude, they have no offense. They kicked all field goals. They kept stalling out and stuff. You should have blown these guys out by 2 scores. Yeah, I mean, if you say you're the team that you are, but let's continue the Steelers. That was a bad game. I mean, I know the score looks different, but down 17-0 and to crawl back up, and the offense finally looked competent in the second half. But like I said, it's just like they barely lost. I mean, Fields had a good game. You got to keep him as a starter until he makes a mistake. Like you can't say he's the guy or not. He's looked better, but it's like, do you want to pay him $30+ million a year? That's the question. But yeah, I mean, right now, no. We'd have to see more. If he plays on the level he did the second half, like if he plays games like that more often, I mean, there's some fumbles though, and that's the issue. He makes mistakes. Like I guess that one wasn't his fault, but there's just some plays he just baffling still. It's just, or he's some, I don't know who to pick. This is tough because I don't think the Cowboys are even that good of a team this year. But like after last week at the Steelers, I don't know. Do they come back to form? I'll give it to the Steelers barely, but I'll say 20-17 just because. Like, I don't know. I think they'll bounce back. This is something the Steelers do every year. 3 to 4 times a year they play down in the competition or just play terrible. And just out coach on everything. But next we got on Monday Night Football, the Saints and the Chiefs. The Saints, I mean, like, dude, how do you lose that? They did not score 1 offensive touchdown, 2 defensive touchdowns by the Falcons. You blew that game. Wow. I cannot believe they lost that. I don't know how you lose that, man. Just gotta play cleaner football, and it's like, jeez. On last second field goal, too. It's just, come on, Saints. You gotta be better than this. But this is what I expected them to be, just kind of mediocre, and it seems like they're gonna be that this year. Next, we got the Chiefs. Dude, this team is running through the raindrops so hard, but it's the Chiefs, so they're gonna get really good in January, win another Super Bowl. That's how it's gonna go. But, like, here's the thing. What is up with the offense? They look off. Other than that one deep pass to Xavier Worthy, this team just feels off. The offense does. I mean, the defense is looking pretty good, but it's like, what is up with the offense? Like, Mahomes doesn't look like as magical. He just looks above average, to be honest. It's like, it's just like an early, maybe like, I know the 4-0, but this does not look like a 4-0 team. It just feels like they're going on high-end talent, kind of like the Steelers, honestly. Some games, not this year. You can't rely on that. It's just, I don't know, but the Chiefs are going to win this. I almost said the Steelers because, like, I don't know, they kind of play like them. All right, I think the Chiefs will win this game 23-17. All right, next we got the Buccaneers at the Falcons on Thursday night. The Buccaneers, wow, they look good again. I mean, they destroyed the Eagles. I mean, wow. What does that say more about the Eagles? But I don't know. Buccaneers, another dominating performance here. Baker looks good. After that one game to the Broncos, like I said, it's a week-to-week league. On a short week against the division rival Falcons, I'm impressed with how they've played. And it's like, yeah, they're 3-1 on top of the division. They look like the best team in the division. Next, we got the Falcons. They kind of feel like they're dancing to the raindrops, too. It's like, dude, you can't rely on 2 defensive touchdowns to win a game. I mean, it reminds me of the game where the Steelers beat the Browns, I think, week 2, where they scored 2 defensive touchdowns. You can't rely on that. You really can't. Because if you do, then it's like, dude, you need to do more. No offensive touchdowns. Their team just looks kind of made. It's like, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Buccaneers here. 24-17. Next, we got the Panthers at the Bears. The Panthers, I don't know. This one's actually kind of tough. Because, like, the Panthers actually look like a decently competent offense. It's weird. They did lose to the Bengals, but it's like they lost like 10 points, maybe more than that. But, yeah, their offense still looked good. Their defense, it's inconsistent. But, I mean, wow. It's like, it's the Panthers team. I don't know how good this team's going to be now. It's a weird team. because, like, I don't know. Dolphins look solid enough, but I just don't know I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how they're going to do. And the Bears, they won this game. Williams is looking better, but still, the defense won you this game. It's just, I don't know how to gauge on this team. Nobody upset with the OC Shane Waldron and stuff. It's like, dude, there's like things that like those players upset with him and stuff. It's just like, I don't know how long this game is going to go, how far they're going to go. It's Caleb Williams rookie year, but like, dude, the coaches could be fired at the end of the year. Like, him and Eberflus, but it's like, I don't know what you do. But a lot of tough matchups here. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm going to take my first bold take, though. I'm going to take the Panthers here, 24-20. Okay, I'm picking too many close games, honestly. I'm going to make the scores more. But, yeah, next we got the Cardinals, who got blown out by their Commanders. Dude, I don't know what the heck happened to their offense. The offense past the first quarter does not look that good these last couple of games. It's like, what is up with that? Marvin Harrison gets a touchdown. It feels like they just fall off. It's like, what the heck? The Commanders don't even that good at the defense. They have like the worst defense last year. It's like, maybe this year Dan Quinn it's better, but it's like, dude, still, you should have not. Defense doing that, 42 points inexcusable, but not even scoring 20. Like, come on, guys. Only scoring 14 is inexcusable, man. You gotta score at least 21 games, but unless you're a team that has a good defense. But, yeah, they know. They're going to be building for them. Let's move on to the 49ers. They kind of were like, Patriots, you guys could have a chance. Psych, you thought. They kind of were just like, oh, yeah, they're up by 10. Psych, you thought, then just scored again. It's just like, the game is like they're just teasing the Patriots and just mocking and laughing at them. Like, they're just cruising on cruise control. And they won this easily. Nothing more to say there. I'm going to take the 49ers here. 31-14. I think they're going to score 14 and get the offense. And the 49ers defense is better than the Commanders. Next, we got the Giants at the Seahawks. The Giants, I mean, they played a close game. If their offense does anything, they win this game. And it's like, sucks. Their defense did a decent job, but it's just like, it's unfortunate, man. It's like, sometimes, like, when your offense can't do anything, and it's just, Daniel Jones clearly isn't your guy. It's like, but Malik Neighbors is good, but now he has a concussion, though, so I don't know. He might not play. He's probably not going to play this week. But, yeah, let's put on the Seahawks. Wow, that defense got gassed. The defense, especially under Mike Macdonald, looked way better this year. But it's like, wow, I mean, the Lions just finally versing a good opponent, they just got gassed. It's like, dude, what the heck? They put up 42. I thought you were better than this, Seattle. Come on. But not their defense was going to improve, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where they're at. Like, they're probably still the second best team in the West, but it's just going to be interesting here. I don't think this will be an interesting matchup. I think this is going to be a blowout here. I'm going to take the Seahawks 28-10. Their defense seemed to do good in other games. I think it was just a 1 week they did bad. And it's always a high-scoring game against the Lions. It's a shootout every time. Remember a couple years ago and last year, they both were shootouts. It's crazy. All right, the last matchup here, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Los Angeles Rams. The Packers, Jordan Love was back. He didn't look that good in the first half. Second half, he started to do better. Threw 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. I mean, he doesn't look fully 100%, but you had to bring him back against the Vikings. Unless, like, he was seriously injured. It seemed like he was good enough to go. And, yeah, that defense did get carved after looking pretty good this year. But, like I said, week to week, I don't know. I think they'll bounce back here. And especially against the Rams, who are losing Naku and Kupp still. And Kupp's been officially ruled out again. Naku's on the IR, so yeah. And the Rams, it sucks. Like, your team is getting injured out of back. And like I said before with Naku and Kupp, it's just like, yeah. It's kind of hard. I mean, like, you don't really have anyone else to throw to. I mean, Tutu Atwell has been solid, but, like, you do more than stat. But, yeah, I mean, with the Rams, you still have Kyron Williams, though, but, I don't know. I don't know, like, this team seems like their wheels are just falling off. And I think the Packers will win this easily. Honestly, I think this one's going to be a little bit of a blow. Maybe not too much, but 28-17. Alright, guys, that's going to be it for my Week 5 NFL predictions. Sorry for being a little closer. I don't know. But, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Till next time, everyone. Peace out. Bye.